Yo, 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 what's up? We're gonna get wild because clearly the world is a show, folks. If you're new here, welcome. For the last, I'd say since 2011, I've been trying to help people see that there's a satanic matrix, and what I mean by that is I'm not giving it glory or power. I'm exposing it with the light because the light is Jesus Christ. And once you understand the truth, then the truth becomes painfully obvious when you are able to discern a lie. And that's what we're going to get into, folks, is about lying and liars and what it looks like to be a liar and that we're all liars. You know, before we get started, you may think this is just another liberal that hates Trump. This is what they sound like. Hold on.
You're talking about American Monster incorrectly. You're gonna burn in hell. He's the greatest president ever. Oh my gosh. Look at what he's done. He's raised gas prices. He let us have the Epstein files, but no one got arrested. He made groceries cheaper. He made my stock market go up. He gave us more AI. He gave us a new world war where it's not world war, but the whole world is watching the war. Don't you ever talk bad about him, because you're a lefty Democrat.
Hope you enjoyed that. That's what's manifesting on the earth right now in real time. Not through me, but I have a little voice recorder here. And unfortunately, I'm getting ready to release the part 2 of my video, the last video I put out. But if you're new here, I have 3 children under the ages of 5, 3, and barely almost 1. I'm a busy dude because I'm a stay-at-home father, and that's what allows me to do this work. It's 9:54 p.m. So I have to be really motivated and like energetic to try and keep myself from just. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're very tired after taking care of 3 kids that young. I just like watching this world turn to doo doo. I deal with a lot of doo doo every day. So pray for me, but it's awesome. My wife is awesome. She sacrifices everything for us so that I can be here and take care of the kids and help teach them who God is and try to protect them from all of these predators and these people that I've exposed for. I've been doing so. The thing with Trump has only been since like 2022, start of 2023. Because I actually used to be one of his biggest supporters. I used to say MAGA. I used to say that he was right about fake news. He was right about calling out people. He started talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and then all of a sudden I got involved. I didn't get involved. Like don't get me wrong, but see if you can even find him. Oh yeah. See, first thing you put, you don't even have to. Q post, where we go one, we go all. Who said that? Michael Flynn. All right, look it. I don't even know where this is going. Michael Flynn. General Michael Flynn, the 24th United National Security Advisor. So 24. Oh, he was born on January 22nd, 22 chapters. How many chapters in Revelation? You guys see how easy it is to see this stuff once it's all encoded, folks. Everything, even your life is encoded. 22 chapters. Okay. So you see the 2 I went through in my live stream. If you caught my live stream talking about the 2 and the 2, 22, open. There we go. Right off the bat. This is how it works, folks, with me. I've been doing this type of work and research and seeing how to break, riddles, codes, little things that humans just love doing, and especially these demons, because this is what it ultimately is. Welcome if you're new here. This is We Start Flying. As I post on Instagram, we're going to get into the Instagram stories here soon. So that's what this video is all about. What I posted on Instagram today about what's happening in the world currently on April 26, 2026. Okay. And see, what's crazy is there's a 6, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So like, it's kind of crazy. This all went down on, and what is today? Oh man, see, too many things start happening at once. And then this is why I don't like record all the time, is because this is what I do at nighttime. And then I post stories about it, but like, it's hard to make videos because I can't not speak on things for more than 2 hours. If you know me, you know I like to talk, but it's not about talking. I'm not just sitting here talking about myself. I'm talking about God, and I'm talking about spiritual warfare and exposing satanic holds on people's minds and hearts. And God has given me the ability to see through it all, and He's given me the instructions to expose it, and giving us the instructions. Because when I say us, I'm talking about you. If you're watching this, you're a watchman. You don't got to be a prophet. You don't have to be a seer. You don't have to be somebody that sees and understands symbology and language and numerology and numbers. No, you need to be a person that has faith and understands that Jesus was telling you what you would be up against. So therefore you need to be ready, because it's war. 12 tribes of Israel. Man was made on the 6th day, Ephesians 6. All right. So he's telling man, the 12 tribes, his promised seed, because remember, Abraham has so much seed on the earth, guys. And then the Gentiles were also invited in, not replaced, the Jews and the chosen seed. Please get that through your mind. Stop thinking it's the Jews. It's not the Jews. It's Revelation 3:9, synagogue of you. You know what Jesus said clearly. See, you're going to start getting in trouble for saying this. You already are. This we have to show, because this is what I'm trying to tell you, that this is not who you think it is. These people that you see on the television doing magic spells and programming are not who you think they are. Okay. And Jesus tried to warn you. I'm trying to warn you. My brother, the Illusion's trying to warn you. A lot of good people are trying to warn you, but a lot of people don't know the Bible that well. They're doing the codes, they're doing all this, and that's great. But like, if they don't know the Bible and see the codes through the Bible, that's why you see me use the Strong's Concordance, because these numbers all mean something, regardless if you think they're random or not. Nothing's random, folks. You can say it's random, but it's not. Do you not move with intent and action throughout the entire day? I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that. There's no like, I might do that, because you either end up doing it or you don't. So see, everyone wants a gray area with God, with His Word, with understanding the truth, understanding light and dark. There is no gray, like it's light and then it turns dark. Now, there are some phenomenons like Alaska where the sun, but we ain't getting into that. At the end of the day, the stars, the moon, all this stuff, the creation was meant to understand seasons. Time is irrelevant. Numbers are somewhat irrelevant, because eternal understanding of the eternal numbers, see, the never ending, just never ending, eternal. God has constantly been, will be, and has been. I am that I am. Like, that's what God revealed to Himself as. So He reveals Himself through many ways, okay? And including the dark stuff that you see. Okay, yeah, okay. Random day, Michael Flynn was born on the 22nd, but why is it that Michael Flynn was the 24th United States National Security Advisor given by Donald Trump, and he was also in office with Barack Obama before, okay? We see Ronald Reagan, the first MAGA man. Like, this stuff's all interconnected. And Michael, like, his name's Michael, like the archangel Michael, who does what with the devil. And look, Revelation 3:9. This is the war we are in. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but they do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. This isn't my opinion. This is Jesus Christ. Because as we see in Revelation 1, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show to his servants things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Okay? So, again, It's not my opinion. It's the revelation. Let's see what revelation. So this is what I mean by Bible study, okay? I know what revelation means. It means like to reveal something, or it means, this, but this is the fun thing about the Strong's Concordance. If you're not using it, you're really missing out. I'm telling you. Okay, revelation is said 10 times in the Bible, and I can confirm that. I have a program that I just got. I'll show you guys. It's actually awesome. The Pure Bible Search, purebiblesearch.com. It's a free program. It's for the King James and word counts, and I'm going to bring it up on screen. Look at that. Whoa, that's some serious Bible study, man. I was just doing the water stream. Here, let's see if I can zoom in. Maybe not. No, that didn't work. It's not the internet. Okay, but if you can see, zoom in, whatever, you can see right here, like you got the entire Bible, you got the different parts of the Bible, the Old Testament, the law part. Like there's people that are going even deeper than me with the Bible. Like, can you imagine creating this? Now, it wouldn't be hard if the Bible's already been written. It's just kind of copy paste, but still a lot of programming work. Like, shout out to whoever makes this stuff. God bless them, and may they be blessed forever in heaven. This is a great resource. This is the thing. We have great resources and tools with technology now. Like, this is our chance to see, and this is what would happen. I'll show you. Revelation. Okay. Revelation is said 10 times in the Bible. So through this Pure Bible Search, not just the internet. Wait, why isn't it showing? Oh, it is. Okay. 10. Okay. It's said 10 times. The Strong's Concordance is pretty much like I've been going through and testing with this program through the Strong's, and most words. This has like a couple extra things that it looks at that I'm still kind of trying to understand, like this New Testament narrative, if anybody can tell me what that means. But yeah, the epistles, the apocalyptic epistles. Okay. So in the entire Bible, the word revelation is only said 10 times. Okay. And then you just see the 1 and a 0. Okay. So it's like almost like you can separate those numbers. If I was just to, this is what I'm trying to like do. I'm trying to break it down with you, how it works. Okay. Revelation. You can just like, you can see the numbers. Okay. You can see a 1, you can see a 0. Okay. So you can go 1, which is alpha, right? Alpha. Sorry, using a mouse to do this is not as easy as you think. Revelation. All right, from one God. This is the revelation of Jesus Christ, the one. All right. Who bear record of the word of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ and all the things that he saw. Blessed. Strong's Concordance. How many times is blessed said? And we didn't even look at Revelation. 100 times, of course. It's probably even more. Pure Bible Search. This is church, folks. This is what I mean. This is what you're supposed to be doing. 302 times. So see, that's the one thing about the Strong's that I like about this is you can go through all the different pages. Oh, it only shows a certain amount. So the way to find it within context. So like, let's say, okay, I searched up the word blessed and I want to find it in the context of Revelation 1. Okay. Cause see, using the Strong's Concordance incorrectly, like using a tool incorrectly is not going to help you. And you can make a lot of incorrect connections. I'm going to teach you how to use a Strong's Concordance. Okay. Whether you use a book or whatever, this is how you use it. You see all these numbers, H1288. Okay, I can zoom in on this. I'm going to teach you guys some things. If you're not using this and you're not reading King James, I highly suggest that. But you can do New King James, but use the King James and use the New King James to reference. You can use other Bibles, but I'm telling you, I've been KJV my whole life. I wasn't growing up in a cult. I didn't get told to read that. God just simply led me to it and told me, trust this thing with all your heart. And I know other people that have been that way too. I mean, my brother, the Illusion, he got led to the KJV. For some reason, there's something about the KJV, folks, that other Bibles, they're not doing, because it's one thing. The Bible's about one thing. Get this from me now. Finding who Jesus Christ is and what he did for you. All the Bibles tell that story. But when you start getting into the depth of the story, just like with name brand things, okay? Just like this. All right, this is why you need to test everything. Jesus says to test everything. Because what? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers and against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, some people that are against the KJV, they say, in the Ethiopian Bible or whatever Bible, this used to say leaders and not rulers of darkness. It was like saying, it's the kings and the queens. No, you dope heads. Darkness is a much better translation of what the spiritual war is, because principalities means spiritual, against powers and rulers of this world, against spiritual wickedness. Okay, they are rulers of darkness. These are not humans, folks. And how do I know that? Well, I don't know, because Jesus freaking said so. So when people call me crazy, what are you talking about over there? The aliens, folks, the aliens that they really want to reveal to you. Well, Jesus tells you who the where did the word alien come from, I wonder? Oh, in the Bible. Did you know that? Maybe not any of the newer translations, but in the King James, the aliens, man, a lie. A lie. What? All right. See, it's all about teaching. Tonight's about teaching you how to break the matrix, all right? How I do this. This is what I do every night. I break down words. I break down numbers. You got a lie. L-I-E. Sometimes there's an extra word, but it doesn't matter. That word alien, you can spell a lie, the phrase a lie, or the word a lie, and then a. Remember what we said about a? One, okay? One lie. You see, that's a whole thing that I just taught you. One lie, alien, one lie. Because one is a. So a, and what is a? So we have 5 times alien, a lie. Hebrew, a, because the original people of God were Hebrew. So while there's a lot of, like all the manuscripts and things that we found are in Hebrew for the Torah and all the other stuff that the Jews say they follow, the law, which was given to Moses. H1, H. What's the number H? You've learned from here. The number 8. All right. If you were just thinking in straight turn, now there's different philosophies, how numbers work. I know that's why some people have a problem with gematria. You have to make it make sense to the Bible. If the gematria matches with the Bible, that's why I use the Strong's Concordance, then you can confirm that God is trying to reveal something through a number. You were born on a date. When somebody asks, how old are you? You tell them a number. So it's not far-fetched when you start thinking a little bit deeper on how these things work and how numbers correlate to letters. Like all these letters that you see on the screen right now and my computer and me talking to you is all coded numbers. So, okay, the Father is number 1, AB. And what is AB? I'll blow your mind with this. AB positive. Oh. Huh. AB blood type is one of the 4 main blood groups characterized by having both A and B antigens and on red blood cells. People with AB blood can receive blood from all other types, making them universal recipients. So it's the antigens present in both an A and B. Now, people are like, well, what about O? And then some other. No, O is the reason of having O blood is the lack of antigens of A or B. So you become O. Okay. And I believe this like split happened with obviously the garden. See, you guys see the number 1. So whoever randomly made the Strong's Concordance, Dr. Strong's, and using the King James Bible as the source with the original Hebrew and Greek manuscripts, he did this for many years. Research him. He's a crazy guy, dude. to dedicate so much. So I'm nothing. I'm just using the tools. Okay. That's what I'm trying to teach you. The one Father. All right. And then 22 chapters of Revelation. We're on Michael Flynn. Okay. But you see how like crazy it gets really fast from just like telling you what happened. Cause I gotta build the stage. I can't just tell you like Donald Trump said an agent of the Matrix when you don't even understand how to break the Matrix and what it means. And you got to understand the Bible first, the revelation of Jesus, not the revelation of me, Dustin, not the revelation of anybody, but Jesus Christ. Okay. So God gave him his spirit, and he literally gave us the truth, like through the spirit. Okay. We have 7 spirits. We have the spirits. Okay. So see, even though we're flesh and blood, there's a spiritual war happening before our very eyes. Okay. And so that's what Jesus was saying here in Matthew 13. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one. Okay, now we'll go to Instagram. Do you see? Sure. No. Okay. Now I can't play the music, and so this is why I post on Instagram, folks, because like on YouTube I'd get copyright strike. Like on this I can play some different things and have some creative freedom because it's only a minute. So like when I spice it up, even YouTube, if I try to spice up anything video wise with just how I'm probably flagged for what I do, I mean my work is definitely suppressed, folks. I mean I'm really appreciative of all the people that are watching and stuff, but you know, seeing some of these other creators that are not giving you nearly as much, like just, you know, it's like I'm trying to do my best to give you as much as I can because I do have limited time. Could I post more? Yeah, but do I post a lot? I mean, in the last few years, through all these stories and all these things. I mean, in the beginning, look. I don't want to click on one that's too crazy right at the moment. Of course, it's not going to load. So yeah, I mean, 172 weeks ago, I told you, oh, wow, this is the one I chose. I told you, you ready for the day? Put on your shirt and pants every day, don't you? Don't go battling darkness without his light. Soldiers are always, see, and dude, I was so crazy that I didn't even care about spelling, you know, like texting and doing all the stuff. You know, I know how to spell soldiers, but you know what? Sometimes when you're typing on your phone, you just make a mistake and then you think the thing's supposed to fix, and then you don't proofread it and you just post it because you're just trying to post. I mean, look at this. I was posting like a madman, folks. Ooh, actually, this is pretty good. It's kind of interesting that I would choose this because I told you, you got to put on the full armor of God to know what we're up against. They're talking about building an armored ballroom for this guy now and having like armored everything to protect him because of these events that are just being normalized now. So see, this is why I have to come here and make a videos, because how am I supposed to explain to you all of this in a story? See, weeks ago before I was doing YouTube and like understood that, you know, I need to be able to do a podcast and stuff on top of the stories. But these things live here for you to just read and go through whenever you want. That's why, you know, they're highlighted. And that's why I make the stories. Because while the reels get lost, the highlights like kind of can tell its own story. It's like a little mini book or something, or what I was posting weeks, like years ago. And this is the number 8. Oh, wow. 8. We're flying 88 miles per hour, baby. I mean, look at the thing. We in the DeLorean. If you're enjoying it, smash the like. Share this with people you love and know, because they can't deny what I'm showing. They can't deny what I've been saying. You can't deny it now. Like, and I'm not trying to say, oh, look, see, told you. Like, I was told by God. What are you supposed to do when God tells you to make an Instagram and then go and expose Balenciaga? Okay, that's because see, that's what the very beginning was about. It was all about exposing what we've seen with the Jeffrey Epstein files and stuff. All right, let's just click on my mission. If you're new here, this is my Instagram. I have thousands of stories that are posted in highlights, little movies, little things. So like when some people are like, you should post more. I'm like, well, I post a lot and did post a lot. So like, what more can I say? I mean, I'll keep building and going off like today, like I'm still going to keep up with the news, but like building the foundation to understand how it works and that it's not my will, it's God's will. And that I'm not like trying to gain anything out of this other than just to wake you up. If you're still questioning like the reality of what's going on, I'm here to like solidify that. And I've had to even, through learning how to do all this was crazy for me, you guys. This was crazy for me because God, all right, God is the one that is controlling this. I'm nothing. All glory goes to him. All revealing the revelation of Jesus Christ, not Dustin. Blessed are your eyes, for they see and they hear, not from me, myself, but from Jesus. For I say that many prophets and righteous men. So you see, like you have something that people that of the past desired to see and to hear, but you won't hear them. Okay? Because when one heareth the word of the kingdom, all right, what is kingdom? This is how I study. This is why I can't get too far in the Bible anymore, because I've read it so much. And when I see a word now, I want to see how many times it's said in the Bible or what it means. So, perfect. So last time was blessed. I'm sorry, like I said, I go over the place, but we went to the blood. Like we just already made so many connections, and you see, it's like we haven't even got into the main topic, but I have talked about the topic because now I'm back on Instagram. So you see, and it's like I'm already 30 minutes in. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I know I talk fast. so excuse me, but limited time here. And I know your time's limited. So I'm trying to like keep it somewhat short, an hour, 2. I know there's 3 hour, 4 hours, but you can watch an hour and then like come back, right? When you got some time. This stuff, like I said, is meant to like ponder on and then go and like research yourself. It isn't like meant to be like, listen to me or else. Like, no, it's never been. I'll read it because it was posted. It was made long before I did this. This vision that I got was in 2022. Okay. Oh, we need to look, but, because in the beginning, this was just mostly to my family and friends. I mean, I did not think that I would even get all of you that are watching the stories or watching the content on Instagram coming and listening to me. Like they really didn't know where this was going. I just was obeying God, and I was posting through the Spirit, and everyone thought I was going crazy, but I just wanted you to see that like it's pretty crazy. The phases, I felt really creative. I felt like I could really, and I've always been into art. Posted pictures of drawings I've done. Let me see. Let's do this first. But see, I want to get into the Instagram here more, but I also can't post what I do on Instagram like I do here because I use music and stuff, which Instagram allows, which is great because even the songs that I'm choosing, you guys, I'm not just like playing music because what's this Christian doing? Listen to all the secular music. That was my life. That was my life. And that's probably people know's life right now. So like, it's a normal part of life that while you as a Christian say, I don't allow this stuff to come into my mind anymore. I don't watch this. Great. Like, that's great. But like, you're a part of a few. The majority do watch this. And so just like I woke up, like I had to see it for what it was through like the narrative, AKA the mainstream vein of television and programming and music. So that's why it's great for you to go watch it. Cause like I put little stories together based on songs too. Cause those songs are a dig in themselves. And I'm going to show you all today's from today's post about the Donald Trump assassination attempt. Okay. And I'm glad that nothing happened. I mean, this is terrible that we've even normalized this stuff, you guys, before you're just like, all right, there's always conspiracy, everything. Like, yeah, you got to question everything. I mean, that's what God says. Here we go. See, I'm jump back to the Bible. See, this is what most people do. Like they just question your reality. Illuminati, I have hidden secrets and knowledge, which by my book or did it like, if they're not telling you about Jesus Christ or the Bible, they're probably not worth supporting anything. Like you should be supporting my brother, The Illusion. I'm going to always shout him out. We do live shows together now. That's my brother, you guys. He is doing work that is amazing. So if you haven't followed The Illusion and you're still a part of my community, go follow him. He goes live every day and breaks it down. But it's tiring stuff, you guys. It really is. But we are commanded to do that. That's why me and him still do it. And other people do. I know some of you here are doing it. Like this is what we are commanded to do. Oh. See, I'm not like, while I remember everything really good, I can't remember, oh, it's this verse, this. I just know that it's there because I've read all of it so much. It's just like all blended together in my mind now because it all proves that it's like interconnected, you guys, from Genesis to Revelation. It's saying the same thing, that Jesus is the light. Satan is your enemy that did something very terrible that God was like, all right, like this is the way it was going to be. But yeah, like this is pretty bad because this thing is darkness. This thing is darkness. So see, Satan comes as what? I got to break down like his being. See, this is why like I want to get into a rabbit hole, but then I'm like, well, what if somebody's never seen this verse before? 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no marvel. There's another rabbit hole, you see. Oh, I love Marvel. I love those comic books. Oh, I wonder where Stan Lee got the word Marvel for his superheroes. The book about God, and they are like gods. And I wonder who he got inspiration from. For Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Marvel doesn't have Satan. Marvel would never. Okay. Mephisto is a fictional character appearing in the Silver Surfer. Oh, maybe they have it's the devil. Is it this guy? See, I mean, look, they got Daredevil. They're all devils. Superheroes, okay? And don't marvel, all right? Marvel not. Paul is telling Corinthians that these false gods, these pagan gods, the Greek gods, like Zeus, the Greek god of thunder, the king of the gods, the Z, A to Z. If God is the first, then Zeus is the last. And usually in a race or something, being the last letter is not good. Being the last number is not good. You don't want to be one of the last numbers. When you're like competing or you're doing something like, oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty much nothing. Because as you get greater and greater into numbers, things get smaller, right? And more precise and or revealing. So see, A to Z. A is 1, alpha. And Z is the last letter. So that's why he's Zeus. It's Satan. Satan is the last. The first will be last and the last first. Satan came first. Okay, Satan came first. He is the thunderbolt. You've been thunderstruck down. The eagle. Oh, the king of the gods. USA, 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 USA. Eagle. The eagle. Okay, his parents were Kronos. And what have I told you all the time? Time. Oh my gosh. What did we just find? Praise God. I just trust the Spirit and see when I'm revealing. So I need to do it live more because I've studied Chronos. I've done this, but I don't script these videos. Yes, I'll take some things out or things I said that I messed up or didn't mean to say. But for the most part, you don't got me like clipping all this together. I'm not sitting here reading a script like, got to go through this. Like, I just don't work that way. I just work off what I know and what I've seen and what I've studied, which is a lot since 2011. So if you're like, man, how's this guy know so much? Well, that's what happens when you do years and years of things, the same thing, which is searching for truth here.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained that I have found the devil and his minions? It's all about entertainment with these gods and always stealing your time. Your time is what they are harvesting. Your time is what they want to waste. Their time is what they want you to miss out on with God. Because they are the darkness.
That's pretty scary, folks. They are not light, they are darkness. For Satan is transformed into an angel of light, but he is darkness. And what does John say? And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. The same came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. Not do, but believe. That means the doing is the believing. Verse 8, he was not that light. John, he's talking about John. John was not that light, but he was sent to bear witness of that light. He was meant to tell you of that light. Verse 9, that was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Jesus died for everybody, folks. He died for you. So if you're sitting here still questioning God and why he's a terrible God because he doesn't give you signs or visions or doesn't interact with you, well, are you interacting with him? Like you're sitting here listening to me, but do you interact with him? Do you actually read his word or do you listen to what other people say? Even me, I'm just leading you to what he's saying. So therefore, I'm just trying to teach you. That's what teachers do. And that's what he calls us to be as teachers once we become a little bit more seasoned, because you never want to do anything fresh. Fresh is always kind of deceptive. Like getting a new car or something, you have that little nostalgia, playing it for driving it for a couple days, few weeks. Whew, that new car. Oh my gosh. So nice. Then you go to like just get some fast food or something or whatever. I mean, it's all gross and disgusting. Wouldn't recommend that much anymore. But we've all eaten fast food or whatever. And then you just spill a soda or a drink on the floor. And then all of a sudden the new car is just like, now I just got to keep this thing clean because it's dirty. It's easy to get dirty. Even if you don't leave trash or anything or don't eat in your car, the dust is over everything because what? We came from dust and we return to dust. So now the earth has turned to dust because of darkness, sin. And so God, he has to do something about that. Too much trash, too much darkness. So he needs to fix that. So after this experience, darkness will not be comprehended because darkness cannot shine in light. Okay? Because that true light lights everything in the world, every man, even the dark men, the dark MAGA. What did Elon say? Elon, Mr. Musk, a judge. What is the dark MAGA movement? Musk influence is poised to grow as Trump continues to publicly support his actions. February 24th, 2025. So over a year ago, you see he's wearing, what is he wearing here? See? What do I tell you here? What is the theme? Put the glasses on. Put them on. Can I zoom in? Oh, yeah. Okay. This might go a while. We're 39 minutes in, but I'm exposing the matrix. It's more than just the shooting today, you guys. It's what's been happening, what I've been telling you, what's been coming to pass. I'm not the one making it happen. I'm just telling you what I see, how I see it, and how you need to see it before it's too late. So he does the old finger pointer. My brother the Illusion really breaks that down. There it is. He wants children, people worshiping him as above, and then see his hand here, so below. And they're looking up to him like he is a god. The star, the two snakes running up a rod, the rod, or like it looks like the handle of a sword or something, or even a microphone. Whoa, it kind of looks like a microphone. So the snakes sing to you. Oh my gosh. And then there's the letter A. Okay. Let's just break down the symbol. Okay. Elon, dark maga. What is the dark maga? Dark maga. Okay. And the light comprehends, the light shineth in darkness. Okay. So Elon's embracing darkness. Okay. Dark maga. Elon was judge in the Bible. What? Kingdom. Oh, I still got to show you guys. I'm sorry. Elon has said 7 times. So anyway, if you want to find like the context of what something like, okay, I want to see what John 1:5 says, you just like highlight a bunch of the thing or type in a bunch of it to the Strong's Concordance. And then it should see 1 John 5. So see when you type in all those letters in sequence. Sorry, it took so long to tell you that. I just get excited because there's so much to break down and so little time. But every day when you do this, it just becomes like second nature. 1 John 5, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. So this is where I actually read the Bible. Like, so while I'm showing you here, because you know, I'm trying to teach you the numbers and stuff, but it kind of like messes with your brain when you know, like there's no fluidity to it. I know our eyes are trippy how we do that, how it's like you're trying to read the verse, but then you see all these like numbers 2 5 3 2 and G 5 4 5 7. Like, so I understand it's tough, but when you've been doing what I've been doing for a while, like that's what you're looking for. So I know, see, even the word and, that word and comes from the Greek. So you see the G, okay, you got the Greek, the G. So that's what the first letter is. You know, it's from the Greek or from the H, which is the Hebrew. So there you go. That's the G and the H. And then you've got the corresponding number, okay? Now, I don't friggin' have the friggin' Strong's Concordance memorized. You think I have that memorized? I'm just discovering things through typing in the numbers and seeing the numbers that God has shown me. Like 1 5 6 1 5. I see 6 and I see 15. So let's just go to 6. Hebrews 6. Oh. Do you guys understand? I knew 6, but it just, in the context of just trying to show you what's happening, Baphomet, Dark Maggot, Elon Musk, Chronos Time, American Eagle, Zeus. Chronos is the god of time, offers stone replica, like Chronos envied the power of his father Uranus. What is it when you stick it in that part? What's it called? Sodomy. And what happened? To perish. Israel set to host the Middle East's largest Pride Festival. Israel will hold the Middle East's largest festival in the summer with organized planning to build a Pride city at the Dead Sea. And where was the Dead Sea? Sodom and Gomorrah were 2 cities destroyed by God for their wickedness. Their stories parallel the Genesis flood narrative, its themes of God's anger provoked by man's sin. See Genesis 19, 1 through 28. They are more frequently in the Nevi'im section of the Hebrew Bible. So you see, it's not outlandish to be using this compared to even the Gematria number system, which I do need to pull up. Sometimes I want to go to the calculator and I do want to see, okay, well, what's darkness? equals 91. Okay, so you see a lot of different numbers, and yes, you can take it. It seems random, but it's like God will like, you know how when you see 1111 or you see certain numbers like, and they like it stands out to you like, oh, I just caught 11. Like see those like weird things that humans have adapted to, or like, oh, and lucky number 7, you see 37. Like numbers pop out to us all the time. Oh, I see a price for something. Like, you know what I mean? It pops out to me. So like the first number I seen was 546. Like that's the number that stood out to me. So so from Parish, I don't know what it's going to be. I really don't. Okay. A bad. Before we go into, oh, it's crazy stuff, folks. Crazy stuff, folks. Revelation 9:11, and they had a king over them, the world, the beast system, and his kings, the leaders of the world, the new world order, which is the angel of the bottomless pit. So he's possessed by the angel from the bottomless pit, who's get thrown into the lake of fire, and who was hell and made for the devil and his angels, the fallen angels. Okay, whose name in the Hebrew tongue, okay, is Abaddon. Abad. Strong's 6. Abad, which means to perish. Abad. And then we go to Abad, and who is the president of the United States? Who was this whole entire stream about? Dawn. I mean, your mind might be going, whoa. Because that's what my mind does all the time. Breaks. The word Abad means the man was made on the 6th day. Now man perishes because of what? Because of sin. All right. Because we did a bad deed. All right. We sinned against God when he said, you shall die. Abba now left us. Abba is father. Abba. And now we die, which means to perish. Abad. Okay. It's the language. Abad. We did a bad thing. We did a bad thing, man. We did a bad thing, man. A bad thing. But bad boys, what you gonna do? We did all the bad things that come for you. Bad boys. Try to keep this entertaining so you're not like just thinking that God has a sense of humor, folks. I have a sense of humor. I'm a regular dude, but I'm also a dude that loves God and loves truth. So if you watch the Instagram stories, this is what I do. And I'm telling you, I'm sorry for exposing darkness that we're not all ready to want, not all want or are ready to see. I understand any judgment that you feel is warranted. It's not easy to look at because I was posting some crazy stuff. And also know that when I get to posting, I can get a bit fired up. Whoa. This is in the very beginning. And it may seem like I'm all over the place with information and breadcrumbs. My goal is to educate, not to overwhelm or create doubt and fear. My mission. I want you all to find peace and hope. That is my mission for what people choose, for people to choose what they want to believe in. And in the end, all things have duality hidden within. It's a concept one must understand when researching this stuff. I'm always open for dialogue and discussions. I never want you to just believe me, as the Matrix is something you have to see, okay, to see for yourself. In the end, I truly have nothing to gain for myself. I am not asking or forcing anyone to believe anything. So please never feel this way. All I offer is a light to guide us through the darkness. Am I not being led by the light to shine on the darkness? The darkness that comes to break, that came after man. H. Okay. Here we go. Dark Mega Man. Where's the devil's where's the devil's champion? H equals 8. All right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H is the number 8. So you have 1H, 8. And then there's another 8. That's why I tell you, we're going 88 miles per hour, folks. What does that mean? And I've shown if you've been here, but if you're new, heaven starts with an H. We make it to heaven by believing in the one, the Alpha, God, right? See, this is how my mind breaks it all down. This is how you should break it down. Okay. Now, where's the other H? H equals hell. Huh. Now, these are English words, but again, English is the main language on the earth, you guys. When you're like, oh, the Bible wasn't, it was translated to English. That's how you understand what I'm saying right now. And that's how we understand these words from the ancient text, Aramaic, Hebrew, and Greek. That's what the King James Bible is. And there's more proof to these manuscripts. And look at all this. Like, do you see this? Some people go crazy. God has exposed it all for us to see. I'm not special. I'm just trying to teach you how to see. So are you going to heaven or are you going to hell? And are you on a highway to hell? Ding, ding, ding. Highway to hell. We're on our little car. See? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. You're driving your little car down the freeway. Doing 88 every day. Okay, you're headed somewhere. Where are you going? All right, I hope you enjoyed. That was Dustin Ross's painting with snipping tool hour.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Whoa. To perish, a bad. Break, destruction. Not escape, fail, lose. Remember how I said A to Z, Zeus being Z, the last. Not a good place to be, okay? Trump survives another attack. Okay. And this guy, this is what the Instagram stories are all about. Probably should start getting into that now. Like I said, but we're just the Dead Sea, Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, they're doing this in Israel. And what I'm trying to tell you is that Israel is like about to be judged hardcore by God. Christians are like, we must support Israel. Yeah, you got to support the bloodline and the Abrahamic like seed, the one that God was with. But back to Matthew 13, the parable of the sower and the seeds. Oops. Just skip down to where he says it. Then Jesus sent the multitude away, 3-6, like the number of the beast is 6, 3 times, 666. Then Jesus sent the multitude away and went to the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare us unto the parable of the tares in the fields. So in verse 36, in this chapter, Matthew 13, okay, 3 times 1 is 3, like, it's just God exposing, even in his word when we numbered it, through like codes. I'm telling you guys. 3-6, okay? He's talking about the tares, and the tares, we find out who they are. 3-7, he said unto them, see, 3-7, 7-7, my name, Watchman Inc. 777, 3 times, okay? 7 is God's number, 6 is the devil's number, and man, and the number to perish, I would be curious, don't know. Wait, what? 6 and 7? 6, 7? Oh my gosh. That's interesting. 6, 7. That's not good. Now we know 7 is the perfect number of God, but through this, what I'm seeing is that God is going to cause things to perish. God is the thing that makes all things perish. Like the Satan's just going to perish, and you can't perish. Like to wander away, to lose oneself, to not escape. That's what hell is no escape. Like, I'm sorry if you think that's harsh and you don't believe that there's a God. that requires something of you, just like your job requires something, just like your partner requires something from you, just like your children require something from you. He requires obedience and perfection. I'm sorry. Okay. And we are not perfect, even if we try to be like God. 7, be like God. Interesting. Very interesting that it's the same. Now let's see what 8 is, because 8 is the eternal. 6, 7, 8. Now you guys are like, oh, is God evil? No. He wants me to show you something. Yes, Isaiah. Oops. IAH 45:7. Okay. You need to understand what's being revealed to you right now. It's not to scare you, but it is to show you. Okay, we've gone 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, 8. Man was made on the 6th day. 7th day God rested, and 8 is the eternal war, as I just showed you with the 88. Whoa. Okay, so we have breakdown for these 3 numbers in the terms of God, the Bible, and, reality, because reality is we're all going to die. The faith is that we'll live forever, but if you don't have the faith and you don't make it through what's required, you're going to end up 6, 7, which is destroy for all eternity. Oh, bed, like a forever bed. Oh is forever. Whoa, 0 bed. You get no bed forever. But if you come to Jesus Christ, now it's not about getting mansions, folks, but what I'm telling you, John 14:2-6, in my Father's house are many mansions, heaven, in the presence of God, many mansions. I actually want to look that word up. If you guys are enjoying the show, smash a like, leave a comment. Let me know if I've blown your mind at any point and what it was, so others can see that I'm just here, a man, what the heck, whatever. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. Okay. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself. And where I am, there ye may be also. Guys, this is sounding like kind of rapture-y. I know that. Oh, the rapture. Oh my gosh. Like, just chill out. Today's the day of salvation. Don't get on me. I've been studying this for years, and God doesn't want us to fear. And I know all this stuff, and you know what I don't have? I have no fear for some reason. And now, if that just means I'm so detached to the game, maybe that's how these guys are. They're just like detached to the game. Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, it's just crazy people. And people that are used to crazy times now. Times have always been crazy. Sure, but not really like this where we get multiple assassination attempts on any leader, but especially this one here in recent days, and just the heightened sense of how things are going and the war and what's happening in Israel. I'm going to close Q on. But see, I was a big Trump guy, the whole Q thing and Michael Flynn and believe in them, but now I see through the code, like 24, who's 24? It's all coded. Oops. Can't type. Kobe, like, dude, I yelled this when I would shoot paper or basketball, whatever. Like, I hated Kobe in the sense of like, he on the court when I believed what was happening was just man being really good at something. Like maybe like I'm being really good at this. It's just they've perfected their craft. But my brother, The Illusion, you go watch him, you read his book on this man, and you read all the things that are attached outside of basketball, you realize why that number 24, which is double of 12 tribes of Israel. So wouldn't Satan try to have multiple tribes of his own? And who does Kobe worship? He doesn't worship anybody. Oh, yeah? The snake. Number 8, 88 miles per hour, eternal worship of the snake and the tree. We talked about the blood. The blood, the AB is the blood, okay? The life is in the blood, okay? And what happened to our bloodline? It was cursed. I went over this in the thing. It was cursed. This is the universal symbol for medicine. So when y'all would be like, "Why don't you trust medicine? Why don't you trust this?" Well, because it's got a snake running up the tree of life behind the sun symbol. That is what this is, and it's blue. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da. I'm blue. I'm blue, da ba. That was like, dude, my favorite album. And what was the color? Oh no. There we go. Europop. The sun being eclipsed by the moon. Oh my word, you guys. I mean, I realized with this, the CD was red. I could go grab it right now, but no, I'm not going to. Like, oh, it's black and red. Okay, just like the album. So when you open the CD, if you had it, you remember it was a red CD. Come on. There it is. No, I don't want to go. Yep. There it is. Red. Okay. Donald Trump is the leader of the Red Party, the Republican Party, which is what? The elephant, okay? It's all about animals mixing man and beast because of darkness, okay? Now, can we go to 546? I don't think we did because we found some other stuff. 546. No idea what it is. Verily, truly, indeed. Okay. Okay. Wait, did I close that? What? Darkness. I think it was darkness. Oh, it was. Hold on. It was, you guys. No freaking way. I don't know why. Like, sometimes the screen. Do you guys see why I get my mind blown by the Strong's Concordance and God? Like I told you, I just described to you that when I typed in the word darkness in this, yes, there's multiple numbers that like can be seen and looked up, and I'm sure that they could reveal something. But this particular number 546, which I have zero association with, I don't know Jama. I have no association with 546. I just see these numbers in these words that are in the Bible that I test with this, and I see this number, and then I go to the Strong's Concordance and I type in that number and I see 546. Now you can do the Hebrew and the Greek, but it's usually Hebrew because if God is speaking to us, and I feel like he always wants me to go to the Hebrew more than the Greek because the Greek, while it's important, this ancient understanding of things, the Hebrew is older than the Greek. So, and God is old, right? He is the Chronos. He is the true God of time, not these fakes, false gods. The thunderbolt god, Satan fell like a lightning from thing. All right, the Baphomet, the animal, the man mixing with the beast, trying to have children on the earth. Revelation. Okay, the seeds of the earth. And Jesus said, "He that soweth the good seed, 3:7. He that soweth the tares of the field, 3:6. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom." Okay, 3:8, 888. The field is the world. Okay, for all eternity. This is how it is. This is how it will be. God is the good seed. When he made everything, he said it was. I'm just going to duplicate. You see, this is Bible study. This isn't what you're doing. You're teaching your church. You stop and you go back and you find the reference to an older book. Okay. In the beginning, God created the light, the heaven and the day, the light and the dark. And he said it was good. Okay, so now Jesus is saying the field is the word. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. To what? To enter into heaven. This is why you got to know your Bible. You must be innocent. Verily I say unto you, 18:3. I say unto you, 8:3. 8:3. Okay, and then, oh my goodness. 8338, the children of the kingdom. I've lost myself. 8183, one children of God, the other, one, there's Alpha. Matthew from Alpha 8:3, and verily I say unto you, except you be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. You guys, this is crazy stuff. This is stuff that this is almost why I don't record, because it seems crazy if you're like not under the Holy Spirit right now. But if you are, you're probably like, whoa. See, the numbers speak, even the verse numbers. Like I'm telling you guys, it's not random. Nothing's random. Okay. And I told you darkness. Okay. See, nothing's random. 546. This is random, but is it random? Because then I went to the Strongs, which I didn't even know. Give me, if you know my brother Adam and just everything's blowing your mind, just type woo in the comments and like that up. 1, the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end. Isaiah 45, Trump. 47, I see a 47, okay. Trump, you do many numbers, but I just see you can make 45 and 47. All right, if I jumble, see, this is why when people are like, it's not that, but it can be. You see the possibilities. God said if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. If you have faith that your eyes see what you see, then it can reveal. 4, 5. I see a 4. I can make 45. Oh, whoa. That was 45. Okay, now I want to remake a code. So now I'm going to erase it, okay? Because out of this number sequence, I can make many different number sequences. I can do 47. Wow, and that just happens to equal Trump. Because he is the 45 and 47. Do you see another code? I see another code. 45, 4 plus 5 is what? 9. 4 plus 7 is 11. Wow. Who witnessed firsthand 9/11? Who is called the Prince of Peace, which Isaiah was talking about, which the Jews who are about to have a freaking Pride Festival. Did I close it? Yep. Sodom and Gomorrah in the Dead Sea. Okay. Whoa, we need to. Okay. From the Father, we took you to Abad. Ooh. Okay. 9/11, Trump, some would say he's a bad guy. I would have to agree. A bad guy. Okay, and Trump is a guy from what we know, whatever you believe about gender, dysmorphia. Again, you can't go there with some people. I'm not even going to go there. At the end of the day, you just have to trust what the main line's saying, in the sense of you can know the truth if you search for it, but you can also just like try to wake people up on the surface and not get into the genetics things. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you are. We have all fallen short of the glory of God. So no matter what you look like, but you do need to understand that these people are doing twisted stuff with the human body, inverted, transgender. We're seeing it. Pride, to change yourself. Okay. And what does God talk about doing that in Genesis? Okay. Genesis 6:6, and I see it came to pass when men began to multiply, have sex. Okay, it's all about having sex on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto him, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men. You see, so people say, oh, the men of God, the sons of God. No, this is talking about the angels. Okay, the angels, the sons of God. They are considered, everything as a son or daughter or creation of God. Nothing is God, because God is the one. So they are under him, which would make you like a son, but they are not the son of God. See, the sons, the angels were sons. That's why they like the word. That's why the fallen angels like the word son, S-U-N, Ra. We've exposed that before. Not going to go down that rabbit hole. Saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all that they were true. Fair, okay? In the context, daughters of men that they were fair. Copy. Go to the Strongs. Okay, Abad, to perish. 7. To perish. 6, 7, 8, destruction. Obed. Okay, you get no bed. In Jesus's house, when you follow him, you get a place to sleep. I go to prepare a place for you. I will come again and receive you to myself. Thomas said unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Jesus claimed to be God right here. I am. Okay. I am. So when people are like, Jesus isn't the name of God. We don't use that name. We only use Yahweh and Yahusha and all this other stuff. We don't use that demon Roman Catholic name, Jesus. You guys, Jesus is a translation. Get that through your dang heads. English translation. Just like these words are English translations from the what? The Greek and the Hebrew. Okay? This is not English. This is Hebrew. And the number 8 in the Strong's Concordance Hebrew in the English dictionary to give us the ancient word of the Hebrew, number 8 is obed or bad, wretched, destruction, to perish, and comes from a bad. It's all connected. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, this evil term, all the kids are saying. I mean, I shouldn't have to even look it up. 6, 7, man. 6, 7. Whoa, this is scary. Sitting in a chair with like the sun in a vortex sucking them in. And it looks like a little devil kid. Yo, this is straight demonic. And it's taking over the world. Look at kids. And it's from a freaking rapper with gold teeth. We're in the golden age. Oh boy, here goes. Gets into the stories. See how I'm blowing your mind? See from the stories? I told you, I'm always open, but I'm telling you, it's not my will. So pray about this, okay? God, I pray that your spirit overcome this nation with compassion, love, and grace. I pray that you wake up many more to the deception of the world and its affairs that are of the enemy and not of you. I pray that many see your glory and truth before the grave. I pray that you help the people in positions of power do your will. You see, this is before. I prayed for all people. That's what he says. It says pray for your leaders. I pray that the people in positions of power do your will and not their own. I pray that you forgive us all for our transgressions against you in your holy word. Let us all be filled with your spirit of truth, love, and most important, forgiveness. Please give us the power to forgive, Lord, just as you have forgiven us. I pray all of this into power and existence by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay? That was my prayer that I had for this nation, for the election, believing in stuff still before God woke me up. I was starting to see through COVID and all this other stuff. I told you it's not my will, but the Lord's. So when you say I'm self-righteous, I'm telling you, this isn't for self-righteous glory. This is to show you I have submitted to God and his ways and his word. And he said, I'll use you. Okay. See. Please show me grace. I am just one man with many other lights in the rabbit hole. Trying to show you all. Do you see 3? What is duality? Up and down. Heaven, hell. 88. Do you see 1? God. Do you see the eternal? 2. Wow. Oh, 0. And the D. Okay. Do you see the devil? Even God created the devil. Remember, it's all comes back to glorify God, even the evil, but he had to let you see how bad it could be so that you would appreciate the perfection. You would never understand what perfection is if you didn't know what the worst of the worst is. 6, 6, 6. Do you see the 3 God or do you see the other 3 God? You have to choose. I am not forcing you. This is where I've been so that I would be used to try and wake people up when I was called. I have been called and Jesus wants you all, but he will never force, and neither do I. I am weak from doing this. I am truly going dark for some time. I need to get my life back to my life too. I have a family and kids, and this hasn't been easy on any of them. Please pray for me. I'm begging you. I love you all, and I will be back, but my Sabbath has come. So, dude, I was going hard, folks. Going hard, and it's all still there. It's all still there. Instead of reading your stupid books and all that, like just go through and this can teach you. This can hopefully help you. 175 weeks. Look, Elon did it. I
imagine that right now you're feeling like a bit like Alice tumbling down the rabbit hole. Got it.
Gotta keep the stream light still. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Yeah, we're an hour and 16 in and still haven't talked about Trump that much. But again, it's all about Trump because this Instagram was created because of it, because of what God showed me in a vision. So I'm trying to tell you guys, I wasn't lying. I told you I seen him as Thanos. It will never leave my mind. I sit here and close my eyes. I do anything. I look at him and I just see him sitting in a gold and a purple robe, sitting on like a space throne. Whoa. Where's that 6'7" kid? Did I try it? Yeah. He was sitting on a throne like this. Oh man, now I feel like I have to find the picture. Let's see if I can find the picture. One sec. In 2022 December, I was desperate. I asked God. I said, please, okay, tell me what's going on. And all of this has led to this. The enemy, the field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. How do you sow a seed on earth? You have to plant it. When you want to have a child, what do they call it? Planting your wife and the egg. To have children, you must have sex. You must have sperm and an egg. I'm sorry. Oh, sex, heebie-jeebies. It's become such an awful thing that has been used against us that God created and made beautiful between a man and a woman. So even King David and all these kings like Solomon and all these people that are like worshipped, on a higher level, they're like, oh yeah, we can have sex with all these women and do all these things. I mean, look at Jeffrey Epstein and all of it all comes back to sex, you guys. That's what it comes down to. Sex. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire. So shall it be the end of this world. And the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offended, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire, and there shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Okay, this is your treasure. Again, the kingdom of heaven is unto like a treasure hid in the field, the which when a man hath found it, he hideth, for a joy thereof goeth, and selleth all that he had, and buyeth that field. Okay. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant seeking goodly pearls. Oz Pearlman, folks. All right. Let's close everything. Let's get into the Instagram stories today. Wrap it up. The pearl. It all leads back to the pearl. And what I'm telling you about what is happening with these wizards. Wonderful. They call him wonderful. Wonderful. They call him wonderful in the land of Oz. He's like a shining pearl of a man. He'll do the best that he can to shine and lie to you, because he'll make you feel like a piece of poo. Sorry, folks. Got to keep it real here. Oz the Mentalist is an American mentalist, author, magician, long-distance runner of marathons, ultramarathons. He is best known for major media appearances performing mentalists for sports teams, including the Dallas Cowboys, New York Jets, Green Bay Packers, Los Angeles Lakers. the green and the gold, as I just showed you with Kobe, okay? And who do they have on their team playing still? King James, as we're reading from the King James Bible. This stuff's not connected. Okay. Okay. Start the story. Oh, that's from tonight. Let's go back to the beginning. We're going back in time. All right. So if you don't watch my stories, I can play this at least. And we will play it because this is what I'm trying to do. Like, do quick things for people because I know people don't got a lot of time like right now watching an hour and 30 podcast. But if you watch the stories and then I make a podcast about it, helps the stories make more sense in the sense of like I'm exposing stuff in the stories that I expose here on YouTube. So see, it all interconnects. Let's play. Watchmen, hope you're doing well, staying blessed. Got to make this quick because obviously we're home solo with the kids today. So obviously the work never stops. The news never stops. The deception will eventually stop, but it seems like it just goes on. And I'm sure everyone's curious about my thoughts about what happened yesterday. You're seeing all the big accounts post about it, but I'm going to show you even deeper. That's the difference with me and a lot of these big channels. Yes, they'll show you the surface level things, but we're going to go deep today in some stories. My brother, The Illusion, tagging him in the video. Go to his YouTube page. He's going to be going live, and he will be exposing a lot of the stuff, but then I'm going to be making a video tonight on YouTube. Got to wait till the kids go to sleep. It's just the way it goes with here. But I am going to make some stories, and we are going to go very deep, okay? I'm going to show you that this is a matrix, a coded reality, and that this is a demonic script that is playing out in front of you, okay? Be careful who you trust. Love you all. Take care. Whoa. I'm going to have to make sure that the sound is off because this is where YouTube is a bunch of BSers. But look, this is why I use the music on here and why I do it through Instagram. Okay, expose this mainline stuff through Instagram is because it's all connected. Okay, and I can do a lot more on Instagram, I feel, with my creative flow with using movies and music, which are very, very important with just doing the podcast and stuff too. If I could show you videos and clips and stuff and not get copyright striked and have like the danger of my channel getting taken down on YouTube by showing you things on YouTube, crazy concept, huh? Like, oh, we're going to copyright strike you because you're showing something to make a YouTube video that's from YouTube, but we're going to copy strike you and let this person show it that has like 1,000 followers or whatever. Like I've seen small accounts be able to have movie clips. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I don't get it, but this is how I have to do it because I need to be able to share the music and I just can't on YouTube, unfortunately, but I can share it with you here and then you can go look up. Okay. Okay. Remember, God says, I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. God is not evil, but he is the creator of everything, including Satan and all the evil. That doesn't make God darkness. It just makes him understand the duality of himself, of light, and then creating something else. He has formed the light. He is the light, but he created darkness. He makes peace and he creates evil. Does that make him evil? No. He is the one that loves you, is the one that chose to do evil, which he knew would happen, which is what's grand about this whole test. You get to choose. And unfortunately, with choice, you have to have yes to the light or no to the darkness. No to the light or yes to the darkness. Do you see? 1, 2. 12 tribes of Israel. 2 choices. 22 chapters of Revelation. 1 God, 1 light, 1 darkness. Made by the light, but unfortunately became darkness because he's not God, but he said he would be like the light. Do you guys understand? All right. God is not evil. God is exposing evil. He is what he is. Thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, I am, hath sent me unto you. So when you're like, what's Jesus' name? It's I am. You need to accept that Jesus said, I am the way. I am the truth. I am God. I am the life, the light of the world, the perfect lamb, the manifestation of God. I am. I am before Abraham. Do you get it? If you're still like another religion, or you say that Jesus never said he was God, and you call yourself a Christian, you ain't headed to heaven. I hate to tell you. That's a harsh reality, but you better believe that Jesus is God. He is not the Father. He's not the Holy Spirit. They are one. Just like you are one, mind, body, soul. But Jesus claimed to be one with the Father. So he is one with the Father. He is the Father, but he's not. Like, you have to understand, it's the manifestation of God himself. God just is, and he can be whatever he wants. Don't you be trying to put boxes on God. Man loves to try and do that. Okay. Before we get into the stories, Trump lashes out for 60 minutes, reaching the stories. Ooh, they really emphasized the 60 there, and that popped out to me. See, it hadn't before, but now it is like 60. I mean, I've seen the 6. We already went through the 6. A bad to destroy 0. Okay. Lashes out at 60 minutes, anchor for reading alleged gunman's manifesto. He lashes out. Okay. Shows anger. Okay. And this guy's the Prince of Peace. We'll bomb you if you don't do this. We'll do this. I'll do that if you don't do this. Kind of seems like a bully. 60. Hebrew. 60. Now, sometimes I want to look in the Greek, but then the Greek reveals something. Mourning. Ebel. Whoa. Abal. To mourn. Lament. So all negative. But mourning, okay? Morning is when the sun rises, okay? Morning is when the light takes over the darkness. Whoa. Excuse me. This is a good, Got Questions, a great site. Some things I don't agree with them on, but for the most part, I like what they have to, when you have questions like this, Got Questions is a solid site. I've vetted it pretty good. Again, you need to do your own research on everything, but they do give good reference points and understanding the Bible to then make your own conclusion about things. Why are both Jesus and Satan referred to as the morning star? Okay. As we see in 60 minutes. Okay. Morning, the news, this will probably be news in the morning. Okay. And people will be bawling. I hate Trump. Look at this guy making videos about Trump. I hate them. I hate that. I hate. That's what they are trying to get us to do, folks. Hate. This guy is not a prime example of being a Prince of Peace. I'll tell you that. He's not very good to see every morning, day in and day out. Okay, see? The first reference to the morning star as an individual in Isaiah 14:12. Oh, how you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn. Oh boy. Son of the dawn. The dawn. A dawn is a mob boss. The dawn. I just said he's like a bully. The morning of the dawn. Dawn is when darkness begins. You have been cast down to earth and who once laid low the nations. Okay, the KJV and the NKJV both translate morning star as Lucifer, son of the morning. Okay, so we'll go to that. To mourn. The morning star. Well, why did it do that? I swear my keyboard doesn't work sometimes. Shift B. All right. Not morning start. The morning star, early morning. So you gotta go to. Oh no, see that's the one thing. Isaiah 14:12. It's late and I'm tired, so my eyes don't work as well and things. But hey, how art thou fallen? How art? Weird art. Been telling you about that. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, 13, there's a 13, said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, the bottomless pit. Oh my goodness. Oh, I should have kept some tabs open. Revelation 9:11, the beast from the bottomless pit is Apollyon or Abaddon. Gotta go. I would hope it would pop up. '45, Trump, King James, I make light and create darkness. Trump is trying to be the light while shrouding in darkness and creating darkness on the earth. Okay. War, pestilence, famine. I mean, he's doing all that right now with this war. And say, oh, every president's starting, no, this is different. And the Jews are putting up banners. I'll show you. Abaddon. You can make an anagram. Bad. Done. Donald is done. Yeah. And this means world ruler. It is so hard to actually draw with a mouse. Okay, from the bottomless pit. This is Bible study, folks. Oh, how they're come down and thrown into the pit. Okay. They that shall see narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, isn't this the man that made the earth tremble and did shake kingdoms, that made the world as the wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Okay? God says, I will cut off from Babylon. So see, some people think this is talking about an actual king. No, this is talking about Lucifer. Who there was kings named Lucifer, I'm sure, and stuff. They have a TV show named Lucifer. Okay, see that everyone thinks he's going to be this, he's going to be hot as hell. He's going to be young. He's going to be charismatic. He's going to just take everybody's breath away. Okay, that's who this guy is, this Revelation 9 guy. Okay, 4 plus 5 equals 9. 4 plus 7 equals 11. You're starting to see what God was showing me and has shown other people. He showed other people that I found long before even me too. And some say it's Obama. I'm telling you that nobody's talking about Obama right now. Nobody's trying to do this type of stuff to Obama. Just being real with you. But his name means lightning falling from heaven. Like all of these guys, everybody, presidents, all of them. Look. I think Donald Trump is one of the most dangerous men to America. I think that we should be trying to get him out of office. I don't think anybody should associate or take this guy serious. The pigs will fly before Donald Trump becomes president. Now he's president. Now they're at a funeral. Oh, Dustin, it's just two guys. On TV, they hate each other. Nobody, if somebody asked Trump, Obama on TV, could you even smile with this guy? He'd be like, I couldn't take this guy serious at all. He'd be like, I want to see his passport. I want to see all this stuff. I want him to go to jail for treason with Obama and Obamacare, blah, 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 and Biden. I love talking about Obama, Biden. But, you know, when we go to one of our little members' funerals, we'll crack a few jokes together and say, you know, wasn't that funny how I told you about your birth certificate? And This is actually probably what their voices sound like.
Hey Obama, do you like what I'm doing in the media now? I'm even worse than you, but people just love me, and they think that MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. It's so funny, isn't it? Isn't it funny what I did the other day, how I trolled everybody on Twitter, and everybody just thinks I'm like the biggest asshole in the world? Yeah, that was pretty funny, Trump. Remember that time you asked for my birth certificate, or when you said that my husband was a man? And my husband actually is a man. People think that I'm the Antichrist. They think you're the Antichrist. They don't realize that we all work for the same master, Satan, and that he is going to choose one of us someday. But unfortunately, God, that wicked God that we hate, are we going to follow the laws of Leviticus, and are we going to stone gay people, says Obama, the hip, cool guy, the tranny lover? Well, hey, we should grab him by the pussy. We should go into girls' locker rooms and into the public bathrooms, and we should be able to see their tits. You know, because that's what I love. I loved hanging out with Epstein. I never flew on his plane, but that's because I had my own plane. Private island, well, they could just come to Mar-a-Lago. You know, people don't realize Mar-a-Lago means sea to lake. And in the Bible, it says that the beast will be thrown from the sea. They will rise up and be thrown into the lake of fire. Yeah, those Christians, they're crazy. We're gonna rule the earth. Yeah, we're gonna be like their gods, because we are Antichrist.
That's some entertaining stuff, folks. That's probably how they talk to each other. So that was a real conversation between Trump and Obama. Just kidding. No. Yeah, voice changers are fun, but these people change their tune on all kinds of things, policies, and like I said, they can sit here and laugh and be buddy buddy together off air and still on air, but it's somebody's death, so we'll stop acting like we hate each other here right now. We can come to agreements. You're not gonna look into my stuff, I won't look into your stuff. We're gonna just keep pushing the programming and the agendas to take people's rights away, to take people's freedom of speech away, to take their voice away, to take their power away, to take their Second Amendment away, to take their ability to love and worship God, to have their ability to have safe places for their children, to be able to have the ability to, not have to fuel endless wars over resources and land, and really just actually try to start looking at people as people. And especially if you call yourself a Christian, it says to pray for your enemies, love your enemies, turn the other cheek, give a man your coat when he wants to take what's yours. Like, Jesus is all about, all right, if you're my enemy, I'll just try to help you out and maybe we'll become friends. But at the end of the day, like, if you want to be evil, sure. I mean, what's evil render for evil? Nothing. Destruction. So that's why Jesus is going to destroy evil, but he gave us a chance to forgive, to love. This is the side that everybody wants, but they don't want to accept the other side had to be a part too. That is what choice is. So you got to make your choice. Are you going to follow these wizards, these pearlmen who are trying to steal your precious pearls? Okay. Let's see. Whoa, pearl is only said 2 times in the King James Bible. Oz Pearlman. Matthew 13:46, who, when he had found one pearl of a great price, make America great again. We're going to have the greatest prices. We're going to have the greatest economy. We're going to have the greatest thing. We're going to have the greatest. I'm the greatest. Great, 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 great. Great is the word. Eat. They ate the apple and became like God. They ate the fruit. What does that mean? Multiply. Your fruit of your loins are your children. It was a great price that God had to pay. Jesus paid on the cross, a great price. So that is why it's saying here in Matthew, when he who had found one pearl of a great price went and sold all that he had and bought it all. You would never give up that great pearl. Margarite? Margatrice? Margrites? Margaritas. It looks like margaritas, but it means a pearl. And I see MAGA right there. MAGA, MAGA. And I see the word trace. Whoa. You can trace this back to MAGA. 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 Oh, there we go. Trace and he run. In this life, we run. They call it the race of life. Okay. You can get a lot of different things from the pearl. When was the last time? Oh my goodness. You guys, something just came to me. Okay, while you can get that, you can get MAGA. MAGA. Okay. EAR. EAR. MAGA ear. Do you see a pearl? Trump gets potentially assassinated while the man Oz Pearlman, Wizard of Oz, Pearlman, Pearl, we just looked up in the King James or in the Bible, said 2 times, 22 chapters of Revelation. Okay. The Mentalist. Okay. And then we freaking get a pearl. All right. And then where'd the snippet go? For some reason the snippet went away. Okay. So we got MAGA. Ear. All right, now watch this. Not Snopes. There it is, folks. The ear, the MAGA man, MAGA. MAGA. And here's the ear from the pearl. Okay. The pearl, which is said 2 times in the Bible. Here's 2 pictures. All right. The one with his ear has blood. And the second time you see him with a bandage. Okay. I'm not even going to spell it out. It's too hard. Okay. Fist fight. Thumbs up. I'm good. So I'm bad. I'm good because I'm bad. I'm bad. But everyone thinks I'm good because I give you the thumbs up. Yeah, pointing up because I like pointing up. Fight, fight, fight. What is fight? Here we go. He said fight, fight, fight. And what is F? 6 letter. 6 letter. Whoa, why can't we see that? Let's break the matrix. 6, 6, 6. He got up on stage when his ear got shot. Fight. F. Fight. Starts with an F. Fight. He said it 3 times. 3 times. Revelation 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. 710. Okay, 710. Oh my goodness. That's my birthday. 710. and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. Okay, so it's the Antichrist with his kingdom, and again, the rulers of the world that will rule with him and under his reign, because he will be given all the power. Okay. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Now this did not happen because look, people say this was the deadly head wound. See, this is how you know. No. Does this look deadly? Yes, it was meant to be deadly, but the Bible, not what I think, what the Bible says, I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. Now, how that happens, it doesn't say. It just says it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. Okay. Now, this is what's important. Wounded to death. Okay. Deadly is said 7 times. Oh my goodness. Revelation 13:3, 33. Oh my gosh, 33 degree masonry. You know, one cult of the 33. Jesus was 33. One God, 33. The 3 God, okay? And also the three parts of the other God, because Satan, Lucifer, the devil, and then the Antichrist, the man version that Satan will come into, okay? Or Satan, the fallen angels, that's 2 parts. And then the last will be the Antichrist. They're all working together. The fallen seed, the tares of the earth. I saw one of his heads. Okay, so it says heads here. The head, okay, in the sense of seizing, okay, literally or figuratively, head. So it can be literal or figurative. So he's saying, I seen the head as it were wounded, to slay, to slaughter, to kill, a wound, to butcher, especially as an animal for food or in sacrifice, generally to sacrifice, violently kill, slay, wound. Not, okay, so it can mean wound, and his ear was wounded, but the primary translation is to slay, which means to kill. If you slay something, you kill it. You don't just slay something and then it's just wounded. Now, like I said, we can't take wounded out, but the main point of slay is to kill. So see, you can make the assumption, sure, but it'd be better to say the wounded means to slay and to death. Okay. Thanatos. There it is, 2288. And this is what I've been trying to wake you up, and we're going to have to start wrapping it up here. I've been trying to tell you. Okay. I got a vision of Trump as Thanos. Thanos creator labels Donald Trump a pompous fool after the Avengers tweet. Okay, this is the BBC. Now I'm watching. Watch. Even. Okay, we see the ear, the bandage. Wait, just hold that thought, okay? BBC. So mainline news. You've got the B, which is the second letter. B. Okay, there's a 22. Okay, we just said 22 chapters of Revelation. We are getting the revealing happening to us. Okay, the bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I was just singing that earlier. C. The third letter. Christ. Okay. Consciousness. Truth. Okay. See? Do you see? Bad boys. See? 2, 2, 3. BBC. Black and white. There's the masonry. Who is the 322 clan? The skull and bones. The brotherhood of death. Destruction. Let him have an ear. And the book. Okay. We're going to wrap it up. 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 603 score 6. Okay, I just showed you. He is Thanos. Donald Trump, upon spool, after saying he made himself the creator of Thanos. Okay, Donald Trump said he made himself with Thanos, snapping his finger, 11th, 2019. This was years before. I did not know this. Now, this is how I made the connection that I was actually seeing what I'm seeing, because I had to test. I mean, I've been testing it for years, you guys. But now, G2288. Remember this number, okay? Nothing's a coincidence. Text Trump 2. $88, $22. And yes, okay, it's backwards, but that's the point, is he is inverting everything. He is making life look like death, death look like life, and life death. He is deceiving through the great wizards, the great programming, the television. Okay, lashes out at 60 minutes. We showed you 60. Okay, it's all connected. 6, 7, 8. How old is Trump when he took presidency? 78. The man 6, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, I got a video that I need to work on now, that I've been working on. But now that I've revealed it here through all this, it's God's timing. And he wants me to reveal the 6, 7, 8 now. Now? Trying to do the Instagram stories, but if you read the Instagram stories, okay, you understand. Death. Okay, text Trump 8822. The same word as Thanatos, which means death. And if you understand the Marvel comic, the Infinity War is a superhero film based on the Marvel comics. Marvel not, for Satan himself comes as an angel of light. Disney Studios. Marvel Comics. Okay. Flame Man. Pulp Magazine, like Pulp Fiction. Pulp Maga, like fruit, for you pulp fruit, like you drink orange juice and it has pulp in it, like fruit. Adam and Eve ate the fruit, and then we have the magazine. Okay. We can get gaze from that. Gaze. I gaze. MAGA. Pulp. When you beat somebody up or fight with them, you beat them to a pulp. Okay. Do we still have the ear? Okay, we have the ear. Watch this. Last thing, and then we'll get into the stories and then end it. It's almost going on 2 hours. But see, I could go on and on and on and on. Thanatos, okay? Thanos. Thanos. Where do you think the word Thanos comes from? And in the Marvel comics, Thanos appeared on the variant cover of Death in the Silver Surfer, the SS. Who is a part of the SS? The Nazi symbol from the ADL, okay? 88 is a white supremacist number for I can't say this, but I'm showing you. Read it. H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. So, yeah, with this guy from Germany, they used and stole God's number, you see? Slogans, they use numbers to identify. You guys see how Satan is taking and stealing from God? Numbers belong to God, not Satan. He only knows how to twist and invert them and bring death. That is what Satan does, okay? So when I tell you, you got to go 88 miles per hour, okay? Silver Surfer. And everybody's going to be surfing. Surfing USA. Oh my gosh, his first appearance was in the Invincible Iron Man Volume 1, in episode 55. Thanatos, 55. In the Strong's Concordance. To turn, what is it? Mount up, to coil upward, probably to coil. What coils? What turned against God? What turned against creation? Oh boy. Episode 55. Satan equals 55. 55. Do you know that song? Satan equals 55. In simple gematria, Satan equals 55. 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay. Beast had 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay. Satan, 10. 55. Thanos. Trump made himself Thanos. He appeared in episode 55 in February. The V month. Oh my gosh. The month of Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness. Gotta start closing stuff. And right here, folks, his last assassination attempt in Butler. Do you see or do you not see? You have to focus clearly. All right. Now, if blood was running down your ear, it would run down on your white collar, potentially on your shirt, especially if it was pouring out blood. Blood should be running down your face here, maybe here, maybe a little bit down the earlobe, definitely on the neck and on the collar. Perfectly white collar. Okay. Perfectly white collar still. Looks like some ears been painted on the tip. Okay. Because if he's the tip of the spear, what was Jesus pierced with? A spear. If he is who I believe he is, and maybe God is revealing, if you have the eyes to see, because why would I think this? I didn't ask God about this. I just said, tell me who Donald Trump is to your plan. This is what you want to see. Oh, green. Break the matrix, break the codes. To turn, okay? He's turning on you now. Coil up, the snake coils and then gets ready to turn. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. See, I remember it all. I connect it all. Okay, focus. The blood where it should be, and all of a sudden he's got this. Let me reverse that for you. If I just follow the line of what's been painted on, it looks like painted on or drawn on. Doesn't look natural. Like, wouldn't the blood have gone down this way and then like gone down this way and down his chin or something? But no, all of a sudden the blood from his ear here comes down to his face and then makes a hard turn on the lips. Okay. Oh. You do it to him. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. I see a V. V equals what? The 5 in Roman numerals. Okay. 5. So we see the 5. 55. Okay. Now, I'll show you how it connects this part. If this is blowing your mind, send it to one of your MAGA friends. Because it's undeniable what we've done here tonight, folks. Undeniable. It's not me. It's God. It's God's will. That's why I'm up doing this. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing every night, even if I don't record, because it's very deep. You have to know what you're doing and what you're looking for, and I'm trying to teach you, but time is running out. The bandage, the ear. Now, I always like to look up certain numbers, and so, of course, I already knew this, but when I didn't know this, I was just one night bruising down the Strong's Concordance, and I was like studying darkness, the devil, and his number, Revelation 13, and I saw a number, let him that have wisdom and understanding, so I'm trying to get wisdom, and I'm trying to have understanding, count the number of a beast, for it is the number of a man, so I know that that number is 6, and God tells me it's 6, 3 score 6, so you'll see it 3 times. So in the Strong's Concordance, I'm like, all right, well, it'd be interesting to see what Hebrew 666 is. Mic drop. A fur, a covering or a bandage. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Young man, there's no need to young man. I don't even know the song. I just don't care to know that song. It's one of the worst songs ever, but we all sung it. We all did the little dance. This is his last attempt, okay, from what just happened. The ear, the bandage, the same from Ashes. He's talking about dropping bomb and turning freaking cities into ashes. Ashes, okay? Ashes to ashes, we all fall down, okay? Falls down with Perlman and gets on the ground to show that people are trying to take him down. He is the man that's trying to be sacrificed. He's honored to do it. All right. He's Thanos. He might be the beast, you guys. You just have to accept that. 55, okay? You just might have to accept it. Donald Trump posted, quite an evening in D.C. Secret Service and the law enforcement did a fantastic job. They acted. So you have to understand how to read a script and main words and main topics, how they think. And even when he, see how I capitalize stuff too? I'm trying to, it's to get you to show, it's to show emphasis. Okay. Little, it's to show like why is he always yelling? Well, it's not always yelling. It's to show emphasis. Like, I want you to understand this. Okay. Like Jesus, what it was wrote in the Bible, I am. It's written in all capital. It's like you need to hear and see that this is super important to understand. It's not because I'm yelling at you. Probably most of the time I am, though. No, he is. Let the show go on. Like after an assassination, think about this, folks, logically. Somebody just tried to take your life. Erica Kirk shook up. Everybody shooken up. Everybody, like, this is a really traumatic experience. Really traumatic. I mean, anytime, can you imagine having something like this happen to you? And again, thank God nothing happened. But can you imagine this actually happening? And then being the president, being a father, a grandfather, just a man in general who's older and, life is getting short because of his years. I would not want to let the show go on. I want to go be with my family. I'd want to go pray to God. I'd want to say, thank you, God. I'd want to do all kinds of stuff. But instead, he spends 60 minutes talking about his freaking ballroom, you guys. His ballroom. Okay? And it's such a horrific event. Such a horrific time. Such a terrible time. I mean, I'm actually really shook up. I could cry. How sad this moment is that this happened to our president, our great president. I'm really disappointed that anybody could be happy. I'm not happy about this. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible what has happened. I'm being dead serious. It's not joking. I'm being serious. I would not wish death on Donald Trump. I wouldn't wish death on anybody because Jesus said we must forgive and that no man, we all deserve to die. That's why we die, but it should be God, not us taking life. That's why one of the commandments is thou shalt not kill. So when people are like, you're just a Trump hater. No, I'm genuinely concerned why this is happening and that this is happening like it is and all these connections. I'm genuinely wondering what is going on. I'm questioning things and I'm questioning why this guy is smiling. Okay, Mr. Skull and Bones Man, who went to Yale University, who once said that Trump looked like the mustache man who I just showed you about 88. Go look it up. Or maybe we'll look it up, okay? Smiling. Okay? I'd be pretty shook up right now. I'd be pretty shook up. Smiling. Remember this image. Smiling. They've gotten lazy, folks. Gotten lazy. No tears. No sadness. No concern. These others kind of are like looking somewhat concerned, just trying to smirk and be like, man, what a show. What a show. Let the show go on, but it will be guided by law enforcement. So we're going to be guided by law enforcement. This is the world he wants. That law enforcement, the rule of the law, back the blue. You take the blue pill. You wake up in your bed. You believe whatever you want to believe. You follow their rules, their laws. You take the red pill, the pill of Jesus Christ, the Bible, what I'm doing. I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Follow the money. The word deep is green because it's money. I will show you. How do you show something? You shine light. If the computer was dark right now, I can just simply do this. There's things lighting up. Otherwise, it's dark. You don't know what's there. So I am shining the light. Welcome to the grand illusion. Come on in and see what's happening. Pay your price for the ticket for the show. Doom, da, doom, da, doom. Da, 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 doom, da, doom, da, doom, da, 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 da. The stage is set, the band keeps playing. When the heart keeps playing. When you need it. I know the song, but don't be fooled by all radio, the TV, or the magazine. Doom, 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 to show you photographs of how your life can be. Why would you sing the song The Grand Illusion? What does it have to do with any of this? Why would you use this song, this song in your story, this worldly secular song? Well, because Styx is goddess and underworld river. All right. The underworld river in Greek mythology, Styx is an ancient Greek, also called the river Styx, is a goddess and one of the rivers in the Greek underworld. And her parents were the Titans of the ocean. What was Thanos? The Titan. What have I told you? The beast rises from the sea. Okay. Oceanus. All right. The great sky god. And Gaia of Earth, and she was the wife of the Titan Phallus and the mother of Zulus and Nike. Do it. And she sided with Zeus. Here we are against the Titans. Because of this, to honor her, Zeus decreed that solemn oaths and of the gods be sworn by the water of Styx. Jesus said, I am the living water. I just did a stream about the water. Go watch it on my live tab. Click the live tab. Go and watch it. I revealed to you that these things worship water. These people worship water. Look, it's a man in the middle of a tree or in the middle of a forest. The Garden of Eden was with the trees, the tree of life, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Man's eyes were opened and they could see, okay? And it's riding a horse. It's a horse, you guys, a horse. Do you see through the optical illusion? Maybe some eyes aren't seeing it. I don't know. You just can see it when you see it. You see the face, you see the trees. Here we go. Oh, purple's a good number. Oh. It's a man or a woman, somebody on a horse. Okay, you don't need to see all of it. You just need to see some of it to know that it's there. Oh, this horse has horns too. What the heck? Or maybe it's its little ears. Got a little. I'm tired, you guys. I gotta go to bed soon. But I told you I'd make you this video. I'd show you how it's all going down. I'd show you how it works for me, how to break the matrix. You gotta connect the dots. Just like a child's book. I mean, isn't this something I'm teaching my child how to do this right now. My freaking 5-year-old, how to connect the dots and see the picture. It is the horse. Okay. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are figures in the book of Revelation, the New Testament, a piece of apocalyptic nature from John on the island of Patmos. Okay? Tells us that God has the 7 seals. The Lamb of God, Jesus Christ, opens the first 4 of the 7 seals, which summons 4 beings that ride out on white, red, black, and pale horse. And all of the horsemen saved are for death and portraying as human in appearance. The riders of death, the river of Styx, the grand illusion. Death will be worshipped. Thanatos, 88:22, Greek. Back to the Greek mythology. Greek, you see, just from the sticks, how much I went into. Matrix. Oh, why do you talk about the Matrix in the Bible, Dustin? Why? The Matrix is a movie, Dustin. The Matrix has nothing to do with the Bible. Does it? That's because 5, Satan, 55, 5, okay? 5. Ugh. Matrix. It's in the Bible, in Exodus, Numbers. We're breaking down the numbers. God is leading in Exodus, parting the Red Sea. The red man is in party. A beast rises from the sea. Blood will take over the earth like a sea. They are after the blood. The Matrix is the womb. Okay, we are born into a womb. Okay, you take the red pill. You wake up from the womb, the reality show. Let the show go on that's being manifested in front of you. Okay, they're all wizard. For Oz Perlman, a press gala could not even have predicted what's coming. It's tricky. Run, DMC. It says to run from the devil. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. I live my life like it's no tomorrow. All I had is... Oh, James 47. The 47th president. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to God and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Double-minded men are unstable in all their ways. You see how much I'm revealing? It's tricky. Run, devil may cry. Isn't that a famous, when you cry, you are singing, or you just heard me wailing, you're outpouring. Sorry if you didn't enjoy that. Sorry, boss. DMC game. The Devil May Cry, an action-adventure video game created by Hideki Kamiya. A hack and slash, okay? To slay something, to kill something, as we've gone into. It's all connected, folks. The games they make you play, the games of life, the Monopoly game, the game of life, all these different games, Risk, video games, Halo, Final Fantasy. I love video games. Mario, all of it. It's all connected, folks. They are telling a story. They are telling you something. DMC, run, DMC. Submit yourself and resist the devil. Run from the devil. He will run from you when you run towards God. Dun, 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 dun. Running with the devil. Running with the devil. It's a movie, but we all know the famous song by Van Halen. Okay, Van Halen, Devil May Cry, and I could go into a Van Halen rabbit hole with Marty and Back to the Future, going 88 miles per hour, baby. Okay, maybe we can. Osmond, okay, I will get into the Bible verse. Okay, 2 hours and 17 minutes. We're gonna go 2:30. I'm gonna try to finish up in the next 15 minutes. For Oz Perlman, a press could not a thing. Struck in the middle of gunshots rang out. Keep the heads ringing. Ring, ding, dong. Ring, a ding, 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 dong. Dr. Dre, all right? Dr. Dre, Beats, 666. It's all connected. It's tricky, okay? They're doing tricks on the television. Mr. Oz, okay? Dorothy, the land of Oz. She gets taken there and she needs to find her way back home. So she wants to get wishes, okay? Everybody wishes that this guy would bring justice to the Jeffrey Epstein people and people that human trafficked poor little girls and tried to steal them away. Like the witch wanted to steal and kill with Dorothy, okay? But she needed a wizard to give her a thing. It's wonderful. Oh, yes, he's wonderful. This is why if you watch the thing, I posted the movie about the clip from the movie. He's like, I don't watch these movies. Well, that's fine, but I have to because they're telling something. I mean, wicked for good. Living in a bubble, baby. A bubble's no reality. You've got to hide. I bet you don't know who that song is. Eiffel 65. Wicked for good. 2025 film. Okay. From the show Wicked. You will be changed, and ye shall be changed in the blink of an eye. Okay. You will choose. You will turn. She turned from good to wicked, from light to dark, running with the devil to wizards, right? One lion, two lions, the lion of Judah and the lion, submit yourself, resist, because he is like the devil. He is like a roaring lion. Devil may cry, running with the devil. It's run, devil may cry. The devils, all right, they're tricky. So the first thing, dig into why would God, who calls himself a Christian, born again, just read from the book of Leviticus, of Second Chronicles. Oh yeah, the book of Solomon, who unfortunately was doing things with the devil and witchcraft. Okay, see, the Wizard of Oz, the witch, the wicked witch. All right, Solomon. The Freemasonry page. King Solomon, a renowned ruler, a kingdom of Israel, had his reign from 97 to 970 to 931 BC. He became known for his wisdom, wealth, and construction projects, including the construction of the first temple in Jerusalem. King Solomon holds significant importance in historical context of Freemasonry. He was not a Freemason, but he was a part of enduring different. It's kind of like me. You guys, I got inside of a coffin. I did a friggin' rebirthing ceremony with a fraternity, which is how they get kids to join Masonry, and they do it in college. So to tell me that this stuff isn't real and that you can't be a part of it, even like innocently in a way, is just not true. And you're all involved with who? You watch these movies, you listen to this music, you play these video games. So you are playing with fire, whether you believe it or not. Okay, you're stuck in a womb. Oh my gosh. I closed it. Remember oh my gosh, I have to go back to it. Okay, a bubble or a sac or a womb. Okay, the matrix is the womb. You got to break the matrix to be free, and the red pill sets you free. Okay, all right, on to the next. So why is Trump having a Kabbalist or somebody that's a mentalist have no Bible verses about sorcery? Okay. Leviticus 19:31, regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them, dirty, corrupted. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. Okay, when they shall see, all right, you see all these things against even him. 2 Thessalonians 2:9-22, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay, have nothing to do by seeking after wizards and adultery, sorcery. Okay, sorcery. Don't even. So someone say, well, why do you watch this movie? I'm trying to expose to you what they are pushing on your children. You, as a child of God, what they are pushing on you if you're still asleep in the matrix. I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth. We're not in Kansas anymore. Okay. Oz. Trump seems to surround himself with people named Oz who are attached to witches and witchcraft. Watch and see. Oz, an American mentalist, a magician. Oz the mentalist. Okay. Pearl. We showed the pearl definition. A pearl is from the sea or an oyster. They say that the world is your oyster. All right. So get your pearl. A pearl is a white stone. We will all receive. You gotta know the Bible to know my stories. You gotta understand the truth yourself to understand that there is. Okay, the truth. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him that overcometh, I will give to eat the hidden manna. Okay, we're already getting close. And I will give him a white stone, and a stone with a new name written in it, which no man knoweth, saving that he receiveth. A white stone. I'm getting tired, folks. I'm going to go to bed soon. Perlman from Israel. As I just showed, Israel's about to what? Have Israel to host the largest pride festival at the Dead Sea. Sodom and Gomorrah, the end times will be like. So when people say, you're crazy, you're crazy. How am I crazy when I'm just showing you what the Bible is showing you happening in real time? Likewise, also in the days of Lot, they did eat. You're eating every day. They drank. You're drinking every day, every minute. They bought. You're buying stuff until that time comes. They sold. You're buying and selling today. Business, doing whatever, getting things. They planted and they builded. But that same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. This is by the Dead Sea. The days will be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Even thus it shall be in that day when the Son of Man is revealed. The revelation of who? The revelation of who? When you tell me I'm crazy and tell me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know the revelation of Jesus Christ. So take some time and get into it. Then you might get some things revealed to you. A white stone. A pearl is a white stone from the sea. And a Israeli magician. Think Kabbalah. Who just won the national championship in b-ball? I didn't make this up. National champions, all right. Michigan. Michigan Wolverines, Wolverine, Marvel, more characters, superheroes. Jesus said Satan fell. He became an electrical engineer. I see that word electrical. Okay, a mentalist that's electrical. Jesus said that Satan fell from earth like lightning from the sky. So Satan is like an electric man, or a man who is electric. Some would say even I'm electric, full of energy, peppy. Okay. Oz served as the host at the 2006 White House Correspondents' Dinner, the first time they ever had a mentalist and the first time they ever had Donald Trump there. He's always skipped him, but this time he just happened to be there. And shots were fired. Well, I remember a time on the earth when we had to have shots, and Trump said that he was the father of the vaccine where you had to get a shot. And his most famous line is, "You're fired," okay? You're fired, man. And people were fired from their job for not taking the jab. That's not conspiracy. You can go back in history and just look it up. Controversial, but it's the truth, whether you like to believe it or not. People lost their job. I know people because they didn't take this. They couldn't go places because they didn't take this. That was not the mark, but I'm telling you, that is what it will look like. You didn't like that time? You will not like tribulation that's coming pretty fast. So you better listen up. Share this with people that are still stuck with the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Who is Oz? It is Trump, or the wizard is Trump. MAGA, the highest degree in the Satanic Church. Go and watch my videos. We've exposed this. I've exposed this. Well, we might as well. Since we're already on it and just showing you all the freaking connections. Church of Satan website, not conspiracy. The different degrees and memberships. Again, we talked about the V, the 5. Ooh. Did I close it? I might have. The V on his face, the 5. Registered member. Okay. These are the different degrees. We got the first number 1. We got 0 degree, just becoming registered. Okay. You're joining active. That means you're starting to participate. You're showing up at the things. A witch or warlock. That means you're starting to learn the spells. Okay. Priestess. That means you're starting to create a gathering or people that come to hear you preach and teach about the history. Okay. A magistra or a magi. Okay. Now you're literally performing spells. Okay. You're starting to really, like, all these people can perform spells, but as you get higher, you understand this is like sex magic. Like, this is the stuff Jeffrey Epstein was doing. when you're like a magi and the priest. These are when you start getting into these nasty rituals. These are like other rituals. Maga Magus. I don't know what you're doing at this level. Okay? You're crazy, Dustin. You're crazy. MAGA has nothing to do with the Satanic Church, with Trump, blah, blah, blah. He's a Christian, blah, blah, blah. Well, then why is there so much satanic connections from the sticks to everything that, to Zeus, to all this just stuff that comes back to Satan? Running with the devil. Trump reads from the Bible, but he also read a poem called, see, he's acting like light and dark. Trump reads the snake poem.
Who has heard the poem called The Snake? So I have it. Does anybody want to hear it again? You sure? Are you sure? Okay. So let's dedicate this to General Kelly, the Border Patrol, and the ICE agents for doing such an incredible job. Right? This was written by Al Wilson a long time ago. And I thought of it having to do with our borders and people coming in. And we know what we're going to have. We're going to have problems. We have to very, very carefully vet. We have it's called the snake. It's called The Snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Poor thing," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you." The border.
I don't even want to continue because I don't want to get copyright strike, but this is the news. This should be free press. This is what he did during his campaign. He reads the snake poem, okay?
"Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk.
Okay, see, he's blaspheming God with this poem. This poem blaspheming God. Damn, we're already over the time that I wanted to go because, again, see, it doesn't stop. Exodus 33 degree Mason, Freemason, the builders, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. I will not go up for the midst of thee, for thou art stiff-necked people, lest I will consume thee in thy way. And when the people heard these evil tidings, they mourned, and no man did put on his ornaments. Okay? For the Lord had said unto Moses, say unto the children of Israel, ye are stiff-necked. All right, what is stiff-necked? Okay, I'm guessing I know what it means, but to the Strongs. If you're enjoying this context, said 9 times, okay? The land flowing with milk, okay? Chalab, milk, sucking, cheese, say cheese, as the richness of kine. Wow. Chaleb, like celeb. Fat, oh my gosh, would some call this guy the fat? But God wanted to make us fat, okay? Make us fat like his little lamb. The richest, choice part, the best, the fatness, the grease, the marrow, literally and figuratively, the richest part, the best part. Okay. Seeing this people stiff-necked, hard, severe. Okay. Cruel, churlish, grievous, hard-hearted, impudent. Okay. Hard to be, fierce. Okay, some would say that he is a hard-hearted, fierce. Okay, and he's reading about the snake. About the snake, you took me.
By now, oh heavens, you would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite.
the medical symbol, guys. That he's reading the Bible and he's reading the poem of the snake. Okay, it's all goes back to Freemasonry, the light versus the dark. Okay, this new world order, the new order. Okay, the wizard. Once they know the truth, and then he tells them they're not going to believe it. Are you still not believing what God is showing? Okay, he calls himself an old carny. People just call me crazy, but after tonight, I hope that you don't. I hope that you have seen that it goes much deeper than 12 inch 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. I posted 12 stories, 12 tribes of Israel, 12. Just I had to do what I had to do. I was taking care of my kids today, but I've made you the video. It's 12 o'clock. If you don't think that I'm committed to trying to give you as much proof as I can, when I can, I've been committed to this all day while still living my life and doing what I'm doing and enjoying it. Like, yes, this is what I enjoy, but what's coming, I don't enjoy. I've told you he was going to betray you. You knew damn well I was a vicious snake. Did I close it? Yep. Okay. That's what he said. But then he reads from the Bible. Then he has freaking guys like Oz Perlman who are freaking mentalists. All right. Practicing in witchcraft and divination, which God said is a big no-no. MAGA, the highest degree in satanic church. The ear relates to 666, lashing out, fighting. Okay, he does not hold the Christians. Okay, he seems to be hard and fierce. He does not seem to be like God. Okay, but he's acting like he's God because he's being called Israel's deliverer. Okay, Jesus delivered us from sin, from death. And he is their star. They think he's wonderful, wonderful. Watch my story. You can watch the scene, okay, that they're telling you, okay? The wizard is wonderful. He's got everybody under a spell. Remember in the movie, he doesn't really have power. He just uses technology and whistles and bells and whistles. The V, the fifth age, the golden age. Trump said the golden age of America has come, the 40 and the 47th and 45th. The golden age is a temporal decline of state through the 5 ages, gold being the first in the golden race of humanity. Greek mythology, back to Greek mythology. Do you guys see why the New Testament was written in Greek by Paul? Because he's going through the Roman Iron Age where they are worshiping false gods and creating a false religious system, which many things would stem from during that time. And God's exposing it through his word about sorcery, not familiar spirits, false spirits, devils. Okay, devil may cry. The revelation, the revealing. Okay, we're getting close. Follow the yellow, which is usually gold, brick road. Okay, follow the gold road. And the line and the streets will be what? In heaven. Revelation 21:21, and the 12 gates and the 12 pearls. Whoa, there's the pearls, you guys. Several gate was one pearl, and the street in the city of pure gold, and it were transparent glass. I don't know how much more I can just keep telling you. Go to my Instagram story. The wizard says that truth. That's all I've wanted to give the citizens of Oz. Everything. So you lied to them? No. Well, only verbally. I will make peace, but I'll bomb you if you don't give me peace. But Jesus said, I am peace. I am the truth. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through me. The next Wizard of Oz, Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz is at the spirit cooking party or at parties. And why is Marina Abramovic, who's this weird artist, thou art who fall from heaven, the art, okay, weird art, with a sharp knife cut deeply into the middle of the finger in the left hand. Eat the pain. Look up spirit cooking. I've exposed this stuff. Weird art. Okay. Marina Abramovic. Dr. Oz. Okay. Trump posts himself as Jesus Christ. This is the magician card with an 8 or infinity above his head. Okay. 55, Satan. 33, Jesus Christ, or Masonic, where you find out Lucifer is God. These people worship Lucifer. Doctors worship Lucifer. Artists worship Lucifer. Entertainers worship Lucifer. They are from Lucifer, some of them. Okay, Trump said in an interview, I'm honored. Okay, I'm honored to have this happening to me because it only happens to important people. Just so much to question, you guys. if you're still not questioning it and you're not seeing what I've shown you in this last 2 hours of content, there shouldn't be any more that I need to prove that God is real, Yahweh. He is the only one we should honor, but who's pretending to be like a Christian, but also a warmonger, double-minded, okay? It's almost like he's got a twin because what is Trump? Oh, 322. Remember we showed you at the BBC? What's Donald Day? March 22 on the holiday calendar, a fun observance of March 22, 322. March is the third month, honoring and celebrate all people named Donald, and they recognize the name's origin as meaning world ruler. Okay. Honor, 420. When was Hitler's birthday? Can't type. So late. I'm tired. I gotta get up. My wife's gotta get up here in the next 4 hours, but I'm committed. Born on April 20th, 420. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Hits from the bong. Are you just caught up in the smoke? Are you high on life? Okay, everyone says, don't do drugs, but if you're doing TV, you're doing a drug. You are high as a mother. You are high as a kite. You're higher than Snoop Dogg. Murder was the case that they gave me. I think talks about selling his soul. You see, everything. Donald Day. Trump is a Gemini, born on June 14th, the twin. Fight. There it is, FFF 666. 2, he loves himself. 2, it's almost like he's got 2 of himself. He's even said there are 2 Donald Trumps. Some who see one in public and the other, well, I don't know what the one's in public see, and then the one that's in my private life. Okay, Yahweh. Jesus Christ, 420, honor. Hitler's birthday, 420. That doesn't make Jesus Hitler. It just means they are encoding everything back to God. Okay, 420. There's more that equals. And then here we are, me getting ready to make this episode. And this is where we end. Okay? It is not me that is trying to connect all these dots. It is God and his word and the revelation, okay? Last Strong's word for what we've done tonight. Not my revelation, but the revelation of Jesus Christ. Nobody's going to know who the Antichrist is. Jesus is the one that reveals him, and Jesus is the one that opens the seals. Jesus is the one that showed John already. John already seen the Antichrist. Daniel seen the Antichrist. So what are you talking about? Jesus said, Revelation 13, it's a man with the number 666. You will be able to tell by the fruits of his spirit and what he acts. Will he act like God? I don't know, you guys. I don't freaking know, but all I'm saying is that if you take the menorah, this menorah, which represents the eternal light, who is the eternal light? Jesus Christ of the world, is presented to President Donald J. Trump in honor of celebrating and doing what no other man has ever done. And that is to make peace between Israel, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, Sudan, and extraordinary Abraham Accords. Scripture says, therefore say, behold, I give my covenant of peace. And further in Isaiah 9:1, for a child has been born, 9:1. Who are you going to call? 911. The blue, the fake, the blue star. Okay, the false light. Satan comes as an angel of light. Marvel not. Thanos. How much more do I got to try to friggin' tie it all together for you guys? That God has shown me 10 of Revelation. The beast has 7 and 10 horns. My birthday, the 10th. God is revealing to me Dustin, we are made from the dust. We return to the dust. The first man born, Adam. That's why my brother does just as great as work. Go and watch his stuff to break the matrix even more. I can only do so much because, again, I've got lots of responsibilities that God has given me, which I appreciate. So I can't do this all the time. But as you see, I'm very good at what I do. I'm very good at revealing the truth, because how can you argue? Yes, you can say I reach, but I gave you all this stuff. Okay? Apocalypsis, the uncovering, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which means the apocalypse and uncovering. Armageddon, the appearing, the coming, the manifestation, the disclosure. What is God doing? I don't know, but you better wake up and you better find Jesus Christ and accept him as your Lord and Savior, because Jesus Christ, who is the faithful witness, the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood, because the life is in the blood. So when you accept the blood, you are given eternal life. And now he had made us kings and priests unto God and his Father, and to him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Behold, he cometh with the clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Jesus saying, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, saith the Lord, which is, which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. Okay, and I heard in the Spirit of the Lord on that day, in the 10th, I heard behind me a great voice, as the voice of a trumpet. A great voice. The great voice is God, but who wants to say he has the greatest voice? Who sounds and has the name of a trumpet, a little horn, blaring all over the air waves? Make your own decision. Choose. I'm not forcing you to believe nothing. Go to my Instagram. Look through the highlights. Look through my missions. Look through my things. I'm trying to tell you all the connections that I can with the time that I have, and I only got one day at a time, and I'm trying to do the best I can. And this is the best that I can give you. So with that, please follow me here. This is where I do most of my daily stuff. If you don't catch the YouTube, or the YouTube's too long for you, then I do the stories for you. I make the reels so that you can hopefully go and do this stuff that I'm doing right now yourself. But in the end, it is your choice. I am nothing. He is everything. I must decrease so that he can increase. I only wish to do what he reveals, not what I want to reveal. And that's all tonight's been. So I love you. Remember, at the end of Revelation, if any man shall take away from the words of this book and of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. He which testifieth these things saith, surely I come quickly. Amen. Even so come, Lord Jesus. And the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. Amen. As my brother says, see, it doesn't say the end. Yes, it's the end, but it says the grace of Lord Christ be with you all, always. Amen. This is what's coming. Are you ready? Are you ready to rumble? Because if you're ready to fight, you're going to die by the sword. But if you're ready to submit and bend the knee and confess with your mouth that the Lord is Jesus Christ, ye shall be saved. Romans 10:9 through 13. Read it. And if you're not saved, go get saved right now. You don't need anything more than to confess and believe and read this word and let the Holy Spirit come upon you. And then test all things. Please. Please. I love you all. Take care. God wins.